Welcome back.
We back.
This is the Bygone Keep, back from a very long hiatus. So just a really big kind of spoiler, or not spoiler, but warning, I should say. We're all going to be horribly rusty, myself included. We haven't played D&D in over about a month. I mean, I don't know. I've been watching some stuff in the background, but it's not the same as running it. So there might be some hasty roll calls or some book referencing. So, anywho, that all being out of the way, I'm going to introduce my wonderful cast. I'm going to go with the one and only, got his name legally changed, the Booty Master, Joe.
It's true. Right on my license now, it just says Booty Master, and people respect me, I think. My name is Joe, and I don't know. I'm here. I'm playing Brannigan. He's a cleric. He's not a paladin. He's a dwarf. He just wants everybody to be safe and happy. That's good enough for him. I'm slowly creeping my way into more places on this channel, so find me here now. I feel like that's official enough. I'm here. I'm on this channel. Come back here. But also on Sundays, go to Dispel Logic, where I'm also there. I'm also here, but then. Well, here being there, and now being then. We play Dungeons and Dragons. It's a great time. Somebody else talk. Maya.
Hello, I'm Maya. I play Mauricio, the monk behind me. Art by Nelissa. She's a servant of Saloon, the moon goddess, and perpetually ignored when she gives advice. But it's okay because she also punches good, so she has more than one use. Wow. I'm also the creator behind Ibella Nights, which is in the midst of a big old revision thingy for the template and layout of all of his books. Might even look into the Patreon and realize it looked funky on mobile. So I'll get on that. Good to be back. Nice to see all you smiling faces. And with that, I'm going to pass it up to Anita.
Hey, that's me. Hey, everybody, Anita here. Tonight I'll be playing Epi Twist Tremble, little pit crew from Dijon Pit Crew. Love that pit crew. And yeah, you can find me at Anita the Lesbian on Twitter and on Twitter and TikTok. You can also find Joe and Kit there sometimes.
Sometimes we all need a lesbian, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess the next thing that I'm doing is I'm going to be on Girls Run These Worlds for Juneteenth.
Yes!
Niggas getting free. Yeah. We love to see it.
Let's go!
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be playing an incredibly chaotic lesbian, a little hyperactive, maybe some untreated mental stuff there. So it's sure to be a blast. Fun little time. That's who I am. That's where I'll be. That's who I'm playing. I'm just noticing that Kit has a Team Rocket shirt on. And that's dope as hell.
We like it.
Kit, you're dope as hell. Introduce yourself.
Okay, hi, call me Kit. The last 2 weeks of my life have just been Diablo. I don't really know what else to say at this point. That's what I've become, I'm playing this character right here. Her name is Coraline. Last session shit happened. I will not name names, but I keep hearing some stuff from a certain person in this group about how I'm going to die this session. But okay. I don't know who that could be. But having a lot of fun with this character. We'll see how it goes. Lord of Terror, please.
I don't like that Nennis told you that. But hello, my name is Foozca. Despite what people may say about me. I'm mostly here, but tonight I'm playing Murida. He's a vengeance paladin. Right there. And we all got judged. And it's been fun. We're very excited to be back. Super Rust is going to be here, but we're ready to kind of power through it. But we have a couple more announcements just before I hand it back to Nenners to take us away and introduce himself as well. But the first thing is very, very excited that we hit our follower goal of 200, and actually we went a little above it during our break. So thank you very much for the follows. Because of that, we're going to be giving away some cheesy dice that look a little bit like this. So we're actually going to get started with the giveaway today. And it will be announced. We'll pick the person live on Saturday at the end of our stream. So I will actually be setting that up to go live. If you do have a subscription, you get 2 entries instead of 1. So thank you very much once again for doing that. But yeah, we're going to get started with our giveaway here. And you should see a little notification in chat. So if you want to get in, you just got to type !raffle. To get in, and you only have to do it once. You don't have to come back for each stream or anything like that. So that's the thing. And what else? We have a few side projects that should be coming up soon, which we're very excited for. And I don't know if I can necessarily announce details yet on some of them, but I know the one I can do is on Mondays for the next 2 or 3 Mondays, I think. I'm going to be participating in a Pathfinder starter box on the what's it called? The Dirty Rollers RPG.
Dirty Rollers shoes, come on.
Yes, they're awesome. Nenners said Nenners was hyping up, and I was like, I forgot the name. My brain is tiny. But yes, the Dirty Rollers RPG. They invited me there, and I'm so excited to be there. We did a little test run, and Rev is actually in it too. So please come join us. It's a really good time.
Hell yeah!
From what I've we had a little test run, and I'm very excited for the team. We seem like we're gonna have lots of laughs and a good time. So Monday we'll be there. And I think that's it.
Money or Tui? Out of curiosity.
Oh, Tui.
Ooh, fancy.
I heard money or Tui, and I was like,
is it cash money or is it second?
Yeah,
I also heard money.
Yeah. Is it money or Tui? I don't know. But I think that's it for me. Yeah, raffle stuff. Make sure you hop in so you count as part of it. And yeah, Mondays and that. And then after all my what? None. But I'm having to hand it back to Nenners. Very excited to be back and have him murder us. Nenners.
Awesome. I want to shout out the guys at Dirty Rollers for doing what I couldn't do and actually getting Foozca to play Pathfinder. So good job, first and foremost. Second, I'm Nenners. I DM Wednesdays and Fridays, and I'm usually a victim on Saturdays. So if you'd like to see me suffer, come on the weekend. We'll be here. Trying to think if there's anything else pertinent at the moment. I think Foozca covered pretty much everything, so we'll just keep it rolling. All right, so brief kind of recap. This group overall has been sent to the Bygone Keep to kind of find out what the hell is going on. It is a kind of a bastion that was built on a ley line after the fall of Myth Draenor, with a kind of the intent of controlling some level of magic flow, as the hubris of the citizens of Myth Draenor kind of brought its demise through overuse of magic. There's been several bad actors in the area. The place is known to have some pretty powerful items, which could be very much of use in the current conflict going on, which this takes place in the Legacy campaign. And this lovely group of holy heroes has risen to the call of the Order of the Gauntlet to investigate what is going on here. That all being said, they've made their way into the keep, fought quite a few foes. This has kind of been a combat-heavy run so far, but they've just kind of descended into what is basically like a music room, where they found what they were told was a Baal Norn, kind of an elven lich of a not malevolent variety, who seems to be guiding a relative of his in terms of a performance that they're looking to show one last time here at the keep. There was some judgment to be had to see if these group would be more or less welcome in terms of being able to see said performance and gain access to one of the items they were looking for, this harp. Everyone but the follower of Malil kind of passed with more or less flying colors. Ironic given that the harp is a Malil artifact, but seeing the ties that the god has directly given you, the Baal Norn has seen fit not to interfere with what would be your fate, knowing that Malil will see it through one way or the other. that brings us back. Before you manifests this golden harp, which has almost these kind of gossamer strings before you. Anyone with any kind of eye for craftsmanship or musical instruments will know that this is like a one-of-one kind of artifact. You don't see this level of craftsmanship pretty much anywhere. Anyone who has like a detect magic or even kind of like a sorceress connection to magic can just feel the pull that this particular artifact has. That all being said, within its presence, Corlin, I'm going to ask what you want to do.
Oh shit. Okay. Here's the thing. I had like 3 weeks to think about this, and I still could not come up with an answer for that shit. Oh god damn it.
Well, that's time.
Casually. Well, now's the time.
Joe's like, deadline's here.
Yeah, get through it.
Okay. Well, that's the item she needs. She's gonna have to go and grab this thing.
Okay, so you're going to touch it. Now, are you going to give in to whatever this harp is going to try to do in terms of connection, or are you going to resist it? Because you would know that there's an element of judgment within this harp. I think you were already told that last session. So, how do you want to approach that particular portion of it?
Kit would want to resist it, but I'm not Kit in this situation, so she would go along with it.
Okay. You go to touch the harp, and what looks like a kind of another gossamer string, a set of strings, kind of ebb off of the existing string, and begin to kind of slowly wrap themselves around the arms that you have that are going for this particular artifact.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you, actually, you will need to roll me a Constitution save, unfortunately, because that's not something. It's so give me a con save real quick. In the meantime, those of you who are watching this, watch as these kind of translucent strings wrap around Coraline's arms, kind of delicately at first, and after a moment they kind of cinch, and Coraline begins to kind of lift off the ground. So she's being like levitated by this particular presence, slowly. Coraline, and in everyone's mind, you hear kind of this angelic voice that I cannot by any means try to intimate,
man. Come on.
But it kind of flows over you, and as it was prophesized, she who was not worthy has claimed a harp. Tell me and everyone around you where your loyalties lie. And you shall be judged as such.
Yo, you ever gotten ratted out by your own?
Are you? What are you asking me here for, Nanners? I'm sorry.
The harp is asking where your loyalties lie.
Okay.
It is an intentionally open-ended question.
Oh, okay. With the House of Lurid.
There's kind of a strum that, like a playful strum that kind of goes from a low key to a high key that comes off, which anyone with ears would realize is kind of a positive note. Indeed. And what is your end goal for being here?
Information.
There's a couple notes that play, but it doesn't seem to be as satisfied with that particular answer. Are you willing to give yourself for the cause?
Yes.
Given the choice between masters, there's a pause. Will you continue to serve Malil?
Happily.
There's another kind of strum, kind of a little more neutral, but a little more positive than the last one. In your head, Coraline, you hear, honest, if not somewhat obfuscated. Ask me what you will.
Okay, what? I'm sorry?
Part of the harps thing was that it had knowledge.
Mhm.
That if you pass a certain level of tests or whatnot, would give you answers. Anyone with religion, proficiency in religion, can give me a check to kind of ascertain what might be happening here.
Proficiency. Oh my god, I do have it. It's like the only character that I've ever made that. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
I'd roll, but I'm a cleric, so I don't have religion proficiency.
Why is that an
Naturally.
option?
Naturally.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, awesome. We'll start, I guess, low and work your way up. This is clearly some kind of test in terms of ascertaining what the nature is of the person. It didn't seem to be terribly violent off the start. The elevated information you guys would kind of, well, not just test. It's this kind of artifact takes the measure of a person, but at the same time, like any instrument and performer, it will react based on the performer's kind of nature and in some cases mood. So this was not only like a test to see if you're going to be outright dishonest with this particular thing, but it was also to see, like, attenuate what kind of information it was going to give to you, right? If you were cagey about something, you might not get answers about in certain levels of depth, right? What you put in is what you put out. It's a similar kind of situation.
The issue that I'm having here is that, again, she's here for information. She doesn't know what the information fucking is, though. Everything is useful. So, if they were to ask her, like, ask me anything, it would be like, how's my dad doing? Like, shit like that. That's the issue that I'm having.
Okay.
I mean, that's the question. Like, it's a good question, but like now,
Well, whatever your character would say.
I mean, just to rewind what you saw about 10 minutes ago,
Mhm.
there was a demon versus devil fight
Oh,
a
okay.
few seconds ago. You were chased by what is
What
the
do you mean,
largest.
what do you mean 10 minutes ago, man? That was 3 weeks ago for us.
It was, but you were chased by the largest devil tour with Barry White's voice to even start this thing off. You fought some skellies. There's spirits
Okay.
all over the place. Your cleric has a dragon key that talked to him or like judges him, and it's kind of just chilling. You've seen at least 2 vampires. Your monk got bit and damn near exsanguinated. It's you've seen some shit. So I mean, if your dad is still pressing on your mind, absolutely. But I realize it's been a long time, hence
Thank
the
you.
jogging. But yeah,
All right, of course. So the thing is, how is it like a genie where you go, hey, how many questions do I get? 1, that's it. Or what's the thing I got to think about here?
it did say questions plural.
Oh, okay. What is happening in this keep? Why are there so many servants here? So we should have like servants, like people that serve, like those demon guys, yeah.
Okay. To everyone in their mind, in this kind of harmonious, angelic voice, much is changing in this current world. There are those who would benefit from the Great One's success. If he achieves what he wants, then magic will be in short order. Those who would prefer to extend their influence through said order are here to ensure that. This keep has access to levels of arcane power more or less unrivaled through this continent, at least. Unfortunately for those bad actors, there are other bad actors who seem to be interested in them not succeeding and preferring the chaos that would overtake this world should magic be removed from it.
Okay, the next thing I think. Well, how would you know how many questions you have right now? Is a question for me.
You don't.
Okay.
Not unless you ask or intonate or do anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
These things are cagey intentionally. There's a
Mm-hmm.
again, what you get what you put in, right?
Okay. How can we defeat those servants near the machinery?
They aren't impervious to normal means. You are obviously no stranger to violence, nor are your friends. There could be a time where they are at their weakest in which you could strike. We are not able to discern that time at the moment.
All right, guys. So if you don't mind just doing some meta shit here, could you guys help me out? What else could I ask here?
Also, they're all hearing this in their heads. So
Okay.
if any of you in character want to jump in and say, elbow to the ribs, hey, ask about the dog.
Yeah. Like, Effie is interested in the dude that turned her spider into a demon spider, and would want information about him.
Oh, okay. Okay, the thing is, the way she would ask this question, okay, how would she say this? Hold up. I was informed that he's going to go get tortillas. I'm sorry.
It's important information.
It is, yeah, in the Mexican household, dude. Anyway, it's like in Joe's household, they talk about when they're going to go get bread. Bad joke, I'm sorry. Okay.
Focus.
I'm trying to. Like, how would you say this? Who is responsible for defiling the Herald?
Billy is ready.
Defiling the Herald.
The spider.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Struggling with how much I know about who did that versus how much my character knows.
Okay. I'm going to say that you're able to, that Coraline is able to intonate what you're essentially trying to say.
It's in her mind. It's in her head. I assume they would know.
Yeah, no, it's speaking it. All right, so just so everyone's aware, it's speaking in your mind, but it's not like rummaging through your brain and like looking for stuff. It's just like we're using this as a space. It responds. The champion of Rojats. It goes by dozens of names. The king of the twisting sands, the lord of silt, the ruler of the earth and sky. This entity is not of this realm. We know of it only because of its connection to the weave, as it is tapping directly into it, and as the weave flows into it, as it flows into the weave, so do we flow into it.
The report cast to everyone, or just to her?
Yeah, everyone's hearing this.
Okay,
Yeah, who's Rajats? I want to know that.
Okay. Once again, anyone want to nudge her right now?
Oh,
or?
no, Anita is talking to Nenners at this point.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like,
got it.
What? Yeah,
Rajat actually is not something I think anyone without hyper specific knowledge of a certain place that is impossible to get to would know. So, I mean, you could roll me a history check at like the severest of disadvantages with a DC that is sky high, but it would be like, you know, extremely hard to know off the top of your head.
that's cool. I also like clocked the House of Lurid because Coraline is a mystery, and I wanna figure that out.
Okay.
Would I know anything about House of Lurid?
Also a history check at disadvantage. But give it a shot.
Yeah.
Let's go, girl.
History.
That realm is a bit more permeable,
Cool.
so there is potential for knowledge. Where the hell did I put my notebook?
Yeah, not great. It's a 16. It's not great.
Okay.
So
You have heard of houses and to a lesser degree, like really, honestly, better told as a cult, who worships certain things. And the DC isn't as high for you because you are so well learned. You're a bookworm, and enjoy your knowledge, and you have access to like occult knowledge based on your upbringing. So it kind of falls within your realm. You don't know like it rings a bell, like some kind of weird cult. They're intentionally very shadowy, so it's like I don't really know what's going on. But it's not just somewhere for like in real life hearing about a hacker group like, oh, Anonymous. Okay, I kind of know they do some weird shit. I don't know who any of the members are. I don't know.
They're weird.
Exactly. They're in the deep web,
Dark web.
So yeah, exactly.
Same.
So in this case, the web is not an inaccurate term to use, but it is.
Yeah, Corlin's a part of the dark web.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Some weird occult group that has an affinity for spiders. That's about as much as you can get from that.
Cool. And yeah, like I guess like that's as much information as we're gonna get about like specifics about the thing that's come and trying to like be at the center of this. So
yeah, it could go. I mean, well, if you ask more questions, we can get more. He's just who is it? That's essentially.
Yeah.
She wouldn't know who Rajat is either, right?
No.
Okay. Like Kit knows who Rajat is, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he would. She would ask for who Rajat was. Like, who is this Rajat?
Both the Lifebender and the Warbringer. He tried to elevate his kind on another world, but in his hubris brought apart its destruction. He fell into hatred and malice, and talented in both the way and magic, created champions to cleanse the ruined world and bring about a future he would prefer. He failed in this operation, was imprisoned, and recently, as far as we can tell, has been present here. On this plane, to be specific. And it seems like it's like attenuating itself. You hear like kind of random strumming throughout the harp. Seems to be upset as of recent.
Ooh. Are you okay?
It doesn't affect me. It's his emotions are strong. They permeate.
This harp doubles as a mood ring.
All right.
Get close to it.
I think there's one. There's two more questions on her mind right now, and it's the key and, of course, her father. So we're gonna ask about her dad. No. Let's ask about the key. What about the key that Mr. Brannigan found? What is it? What is it? Yeah.
Excuse me. That key hosts a family friend who served this house loyally and could not be let pass from this realm, and has been interred in that key as a failsafe against those who would try to use the ley lines within. There is a place where that key must be entered in order to gain full access to this keep's abilities, and he is the custodian of such. Among other locks within this, I believe your kind calls it a skeleton key.
Hey,
Do y'all have like a Google Maps or something that we can like? It's
Hey.
like every direction a separate question, or like we would like to get there.
Okay. Last call,
Mercy's kinda
guys.
gonna-
Yeah, we're trying to get there, right?
Oh, the elevator only goes one more place.
Okay. Last call, guys. If anyone wants to like elbow her and like, hey, ask this.
I was literally making a gesture just yeah, so Marissa was actually going to be like, we kind of stumbled onto that key. I don't suppose anyone else is aware of it in this place that we need to worry about.
Is anyone aware of it?
I don't think so. Not that it's been spoken. These are creatures of order, and they're trying to bend this keep to their will, regardless of the structure that already exists.
All right.
She's going to look to Effie and be like, maybe you can ask something about that battery of yours?
Ooh.
I mean, apparently it's supposed to help. We do gotta like get to it. Like a Google Maps of this place, really. Just like put in the hotspots, just like X marking the spot in specific like places to go.
So what is it exactly? An arcane battery? That's the term for it, or?
I'm pretty sure that's what Mistress said in
Yeah.
my floaty vision.
My companion is searching for an artifact in the keep, an arcane battery. Where could we find it?
Mistress' gift. That is in the lowest level of the keep. It is through tunnels, and I suppose it was a cave at some point, but has been hewn by human and elven hands to be a little more accommodating. But it is the last level of this keep. That's where you will find that.
How many levels are there in the keep?
That question has no single answer. Depends on both the season, the moons, and the year. But at current, I believe it has 9.
Can we get to that last layer with that elevator?
No.
How do we get to the last level?
And I think she'd just be parroting this as from
Okay.
movies.
Well, by my count, we've only been to 5.
You can ask permission from one of the custodians here, and it kind of intonates with like a little bit of a signal, like dring, like towards the Baelnorn's direction. one can reach any place it wants in this keep if it plays the song with the desire in its heart and a level of artistry that befits their request.
You know how to play a harp, Effie?
I mean, I know how to like weave, and it looks very similar, like being at a weaving thing. I don't know how to play instruments though, so I could wing it.
I mean, you have the desire to get to that, so
Well,
stronger than anything else.
maybe
The
we
other part is
should.
artistry.
Maybe we should start with. Can anyone here play an instrument?
I can.
Technically, yeah.
Well.
Anyone bangs on a piano, they're playing
Right.
it.
Oh,
Actually.
no.
You do
I
it
think
well.
this is coming, and here we go.
Anyone bangs on a piano? Like, all right, go play your thing, and the dwarf is just like, "Is this working? How's this?" I'm playing it.
Technically.
The whole
That's
didn't say it had to be
basement.
good. It just had to
Basement.
be honest.
Yeah,
Look
Okay.
at Coraline. Well, I have a little bit of music history, but I imagine you're probably the person to go for it first. So
I'm not sure. I think the heart might prefer you, actually.
that's a hard doubt, but I still think you should give it a shot at
Of
least.
course. Of course.
The vengeful spirit or the imposter. Either or is equal to us.
I'll take that. That's a cool title.
Okay. I like mine too. All right. So, okay. Once again, last call. No? Okay. So,
Come on, it's half a second.
all right.
That's all anyone know. Okay, here we go.
No, cool.
Okay.
Runs off.
Okay. So, basically, when she's out of questions here, she would just be like, "My thanks. If I could ask one more question.
So not the end.
Ask away.
How is my father?"
There is a little bit of thrumming going on. Afflicted. His path is a long and arduous one, but from a physical perspective, he is well.
Has he eaten?
He sustains himself simply, but as far as we can tell, does not seem to be starving.
I worry about him. Thank you.
I am not to be thanked. But if you wish to show your gratitude, serve Malil properly. And try not to deceive others in your service.
Yeah, she makes no sound. She just nods like, yes.
I forget. Did we get the name of the giant piano playing people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but no. I think some of us got it, but others
That's what
don't.
I had to roll a persuasion check, and I forgot that I was on a paladin. So I was like, "Netters, why are you making me do?" Oh yeah, I'm good. But yes, we did get their names, and I have it here somewhere. Give me a second. Sorry.
Take your time, please.
No, continue with what you're doing. Let me find out where
All
I
right.
put the notes.
Sure. And it just kind of sits there waiting.
Is she still floating?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You've been floating this whole time.
Okay. I think she'd feel awkward the whole time she's asking questions, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
and anytime you caught an elbow to the ribs, you kind of floated a little bit.
It just floats in that direction.
let me see, there were like 3 or 4 elbows. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Time for
But
you
the
to play your
heart-
song, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so I know
Are we playing
Corlin.
this song? Because I was about to. Why? We're playing a song to what? Teleporting somewhere?
Hmm.
Not. Is it direct teleport? I thought it was more like you get the answer essentially. Like,
No, you'll go there if you play it
Oh.
correctly.
fuck, I didn't.
But you'll
Right.
also.
My bad. Go ahead.
Person whose name I know and will be provided momentarily when Foozca
Oh.
starts it. But I used it in character just now.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're talking about the Bale Lord, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. You're asking what? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh.
Paylor.
Paylor. I'm just using the name to get their attention. That's so far all I've done.
His head just kind of creaks over to you.
Yeah, you. Hop says you're a custodian, and custodians can take people places. So could we please go to the magic battery, please?
I'm getting ready for a performance. The last one here.
Right. T,
Don't bug him now.
you were also called a custodian. Could you take us to the magic battery, please?
You hear in your head, I meant to open things. I can't take you there.
Well, all right, open the door. And since when can you talk? We've just been doing vibes this whole time.
Yes.
This harp is allowing me to speak.
Well, I'm Brannigan.
Oh, Lord.
Also, does the key sound as pained as Nunners is sounding when he speaks? Like, does it sound strained, I guess?
It sounds all right. So imagine something that hasn't spoken in centuries and didn't have the ability to, but now does. So it's like it meant to like intonate like but like words came out. It's like, oh, yeah. So that's essentially what you're getting out of all that particular situation. But names. It's been so long. I'll need words. I need a minute. Just
I'll take your time.
Oh,
he's just gonna space out for a
have we
minute.
been hearing Joe talk this whole time or no?
Joe,
No,
it's up to
sorry,
you. You can
Brad-
say it
Brad-
in
Brad-
your head, or you can say it in your.
Oh, I'm 100% talking out loud.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Then there is a real important question Corlin needs to know right now. Do you have a name?
Does who have a name?
The harp.
No. Sorry. Yeah. No. It was simply Malil's harp.
Would you be upset if I gave you one?
It is not our purpose to be named.
Okay.
It seems like confused why you would want to name it. Like it's very much like a I am what I am kind of situation. Like, part of the sentience here, it seems like it doesn't have like it's aware, but it doesn't have self-awareness. I guess is the best way of putting it.
Oh, okay.
Like it just knows that it's a tool or like an instrument in this particular case, but doesn't see itself as anything outside of that.
Okay.
The key comes back to you. Audemars was what I was called in ages past.
Audemars?
Audemars.
Audemars, right then. Right, well, nice to meet you. So, is it a specific lock? It says skeleton key. So, can I just put you in any old door and you'd make it go where I want to go, or how does this work?
The doors that are secured by locks, I can open. I cannot, unfortunately, manifest doors, though.
Right. All right, well, as long as you're fine opening doors, then that is the purpose we'll put you to. Right, we can try to help now. I just didn't think it was the best to trust it, since it can't answer a simple question. But, yeah, if you want to play a song.
I think, yeah, why not? I think that Effie is going to cast the charisma enhance ability thingy. You know, that one. Gonna cast the enhance ability with the charismas.
Let's go.
And is going to walk on over to Paylor and be like, hey, please send us where we need to go. Please. One homie to another. One homie of Mistra to another homie of Mistra. Effie's gonna say it a lot better though.
One homie to another.
Roll me a oh, my brain's not working. Roll me a persuasion check, please.
I don't know if you can do better. I said please twice.
And
And
I
that
think-
doesn't do it.
Does enhance ability give you advantage? I can't remember.
Enhance
Yeah.
ability gives you advantage.
Excellent.
does.
So roll as such, because you're not disadvantaged. Wow. You are asking a great thing of me to interrupt.
A great
marriage.
thing of a great man. It would go a long way to serving Mistress well. She's hurting right now.
Oh, damn. She's laying it
Come
on
on.
thick. Okay.
Help me, help us. Help magic.
There's a moment of contemplation as he looks at you, then he looks at Skeleton, who's currently practicing on the piano. There are wisdom in your words. If they're not.
Sorry. 5 wisdom.
Yeah, all 5 are in those words.
All 5 were in those words.
Strong 5.
Okay. This will take a few minutes, just so you know. It's not something I can do instantly, as this area that you seek is warded intentionally against instant teleportations. That also, to let you know, means that a teleportation out will take a similar amount of time. Even for one as talented as yourself.
You're making me blush.
Um,
Thank you, Paylor.
he begins to start casting a spell. Anyone here know Elvish? Obviously, Moody, you do, right? Clearly. Anyone else? Okay. He is speaking like super high society, old times, elegant Elvish as he's beginning to summon this particular teleportation spell here. Yeah, you obviously know it too. Mauricio?
No, you got it correct.
Nailed it. All right.
Nailed it.
No Murphy for tonight. Yeah.
Good
All right,
job.
so you know that as well. But yeah, you hear this kind of elegant, beautiful version, which you wouldn't expect from a creature that looks like that, being spoken, and he's beginning to cast the spell.
Are we leaving right now?
Give it like a minute, and then
It would be closer to
I'll be
10.
ready.
You would know it's a ritual spell, so it's
10
you would
minutes.
understand that it's going to take about at least 10 minutes.
Okay, well, at least we have a little bit of time. I think
Is
he'll...
she still floating?
I think Mauricio's gonna go back towards the door and get those orbs they left behind. They gave up.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. Grab those.
These might come in useful. Fight. Just throw these. Zap them.
They're big, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
They're
So
like-
at least 1 foot by 1 foot. Like you gotta.
They roll them.
Yeah.
jeez.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could basketball them if you want under each arm, but God help you if you drop them. But anyway,
It's okay. She has the NBA player physique, so she's got the hands. You know.
She's got it. She got it.
got it. Okay,
Is Corlin still floating, man?
Yeah, she still is.
Okay.
You realize that this interaction is because of your proximity to it.
Mhm.
So you could attempt to disengage if you want. It's holding you firm as is to make sure that you're not gonna slip out, but it's not steering into your flesh and not letting it's not gonna be painful to retract.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I guess then she would try to be like, okay, let's try and get down there. To try to move her arms down, with the intention, okay, let's go down. Let's go down.
And it gently brings you back down to the floor, and the strings kind of recoil back into the harp.
Okay. So yeah, she was just like, "I'm going to pick you up now."
Okay. Roll me a charisma check, quick.
Oh fucking hell! Okay.
And this is just to see how pure your heart is as you're going to pick this thing up.
How pure my heart is. Just straight
No
charisma.
triple disadvantage or
Quadruple disadvantage, yeah. No, it's straight charisma roll.
Okay. Oh god. Watch me fail this. 11.
Okay, no, it's of a medium size. It's going to be a little tough to. I will say, if you're carrying this like in a, do you have a bag of holding?
No.
So you're just going to kind of like strap this onto your back?
Yeah. For now, she's like holding it like a cat or something.
Okay, all right. So you're just it's a big harp, by the way. Like it's
Okay.
not
Yeah,
small
like,
by any means.
What do you mean, like a cat?
Yeah.
But, like in her arms like this.
Yeah, your
I'm
strength
holding it like
isn't
a
great.
little
So
lion.
I will say, if you're gonna have to do anything dexterity based while holding this harp like this, it's gonna be a
I mean,
disadvantage.
she's gonna put it on her back eventually, but for now she's
Okay.
just carrying it.
I mean, still, it's an instrument. Like if you move the wrong way, you'll thrum.
I mean, it's a full size harp, right? Like,
Yeah,
you have to
exactly.
sit
Oh, it's
to
a
play
full-
it.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
Like this is.
Yeah. Okay, she's gonna put it on her back, then never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, even then,
Well, even that.
like,
This is like a 2-person. at
What's your
least,
strength
kinda
again?
like-
Oh, it's a negative.
Harps are people sized.
yeah, harps are big. So we're talking
Okay.
like you're
Okay.
you're moving at half speed at best, and you're flirting with exhaustion if you're doing this for more than a couple hours.
Okay.
I think before she like tries to pick it up, Moody's gonna like lay a hand on his or hers for a second and just you weren't even gonna test it out or anything? Just gonna haul it away?
It's not meant for me.
Pretty sure it's part of your journey.
It is, but it's not mine.
Doesn't need to be. It's an instrument. It's meant for performance.
Okay, you got a point.
I thought magic things happen when we do performances, and we're already doing magic things.
Is there there's a bench, yes. Okay.
Looks like we have some
Is
time.
there,
Yep.
Is there a bench nearby?
You can grab a bench from the piano. There's a spare piano bench there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she's gonna take a seat, and we're gonna try and not screw this up.
Not screw this up.
Yeah. Okay.
She would be sitting down with the harp, just rubbing her hands like this, and being like, just trying to warm up her fingers, and she'd be like, "It's been a while since I actually played an instrument."
So I will say, as part of your infiltration mission, you would have been taught to play instruments pertinent to your target.
Mhm.
Milil being specifically fond of the harp, you would absolutely have gotten training in it.
Mhm.
How much you've kept up with that and how good you were at it is kind of up to you.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would say you can give me a performance check at advantage if you're just trying to play it.
Mhm.
If you're trying to play and get to where you wanted to go, then that will be a flat roll.
I think she's gonna try and just play it to see how if she can play well or not.
Sure.
All right, performance, La Santa Maria. 26.
Okay. Yeah. No,
Nice.
you take to this, and again, any artist that once you get to a certain level of proficiency in whatever craft or hobby you have an appreciation for the finer things, right? Of things that are of a certain level, and this is by far the most incredible instrument you've ever played. It almost feels like you're playing together in a way, like it the way that it's built and the way that your hands are flowing over it. It's just. Some people feel like they can speak through instruments, and you're kind of getting that feeling as you play this melody. What kind of melody are you playing here?
Give me a sec. I found something. Where is Bygone Key? There you go.
You're gonna have to describe it, sir, because I'll
It's a
check it out. In the Discord.
It's a really energetic and rapid
Oh,
Master Puppet there. Master Puppet.
yeah, it's Master of Puppets on harp.
Thank you.
It's a really
Excellent.
good one. Look, it's a really good one. I have it on one of my playlists. But it's a
Yeah.
really rapid and energetic kind of a song.
Excellent. All right, so that she's playing the harp. Is anyone else doing anything in the meantime?
All right. So as Paylor is casting this ritual spell, I'm gonna cozy up beside. for a little while, like listening, just like getting a gist of like the magic that Paylor holds and commands.
You can definitely see like familiar sigils coming up that are tied to conjuration, which is typical for teleportation and transportation kind of spells. You're also getting hints of transmutation in terms of like also some of the accompanying signs that are going through, and some like the way they're arranged is in such a way that it would seem that it is partially transmutation in addition to that. So it might be either a very complex single spell or a series of spells that he's casting.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, Effie is turning on the charm at this moment, and is just going to look at all the sigils and just say, beautiful.
In your head, you hear, if only you could have seen the ancient city at its height. I think you alone here could have appreciated the high art that we attained.
Such... I mean, the proof is in the pudding. You, period, are a specimen. You, like, are gonna live forever, right?
No, we are not like typical liches. There is a finite amount of time that we are allowed on this earth. I have a few more decades left, but I'm getting towards the end of my time.
Oh, that's interesting. Effie's trying to like ask for some secrets to lichdom. That's the purpose of this. Effie wants to surreptitiously be like, hey, you're living like almost forever, and I'm sure that like this city at its height, people learned how to live forever. How do I get like you, fam? I'm
okay. You can roll me another persuasion check, but oh man, this is going to be a disadvantage. So it's flat given your spell.
That's super fair, bestie.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. One more persuasion.
I'm the shiny boy in chat. He's like, how do I get like you, fam? Dead. Nice fucking roll, though. Let's go.
There is
I
the way
bat
you
my
phrase
eyelashes.
is he interprets it as like you wish to serve for a long time, and not necessarily that you're trying to prolong your life to do whatever you want to do. It is not without struggle and pain and risk. And I say this with no ill intent, but sacrifice as well. Our ways, unfortunately, I think, are closed to you. I do not know if your kind has figured out how to do so in such a way that does not involve foul magics.
Yeah, like struggle, pain, risk. Effie knows those. Sacrifice, not so much. And is getting the whole like is getting the vibe that like this creature doesn't know the fouler magics to help out, so it's like accepts that, and we'll just continue to watch the rest of this the rest of this magic.
We've had druids who are able to extend their lives in certain ways. Also, if you're truly interested and don't need to be on this plane, the astral is an option. How is your Gith?
I'm a quick learner.
In my library, I have the history of and some books on the subject. If you return to this room, I will have it for you.
Yeah, she thanks him. Feels like, yes, books on the outer planes, a place to go with more time. That sounds great.
All right. Anyone else doing anything in this lovely 10-minute cast time?
Yeah. Who else wants an orb? I don't think you want me carrying both. Anybody?
I mean,
And they're crystals, just so to be clear. Right, the magic crystals as we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Just holding them like basketballs. Holding them out. Like, anybody want one? Like...
Effie will actually take one. Because if it has been about an hour since she tried it last, she's gonna try again to get some magic out of it.
It hasn't been that long yet. I mean,
Okay.
You guys, like, you went down the stairs and had a conversation with this guy. I'll say maybe 20 minutes, 30 with this guy's cast, I think, just is...
As soon as the hour passes,
Gotcha.
Effie is trying again.
Understood.
By the way, I don't think I'd be very useful if I'm carrying both of these the entire way. So... No one?
well, Effie's taking one.
Oh, she is. Okay. I thought she was going to wait for an hour and then be like, hey, let me touch that real quick.
Let me touch all up on your orbs. No, I got one guy casting a spell that I'm fairly confident will do something, and I got a monk playing a harp that I have no faith in based on its performance answering questions. But it can't hurt, so I'm just patiently waiting to see what happens.
Okay.
Would,
What are you doing anything?
No, I'm just, sorry. I was just gonna ask Coraline. How long do you think she would play,
About 8 minutes and 27 seconds.
based on the song you said? Okay. So we'll say it took her took about 2 minutes to convince, and then now you're playing.
Yep.
So maybe right at the 10-minute mark is when the song ends, when that goes up, which would be really cool. I think Moody's just kind of listening mostly to the music, but is otherwise kind of chill at the moment. He's kind of looking around a little bit, but otherwise relaxed.
Okay.
I
All
might
right.
occasionally voice a question to Olimar just because they'll pop into my head. I don't know. We don't need to play it. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing. Occasionally,
Okay.
like, do you want to be a key? And then just go back to silence.
All right. So if you're talking about his background,
Did you want to be a key?
I don't know. It's my thought. Was this consensual? Do I need to save my boy from this key? I don't know.
this form was not, I guess, how I intended to spend my after years. But I wasn't ready to see Bahamut yet, and this family has served me well, and by extension, elements of my family as well. So when this is done, perhaps I will see my God, but it's not quite that time yet.
There's worse things. Metal's one of the best things there is, so... Yeah. I mean, can you imagine being stuck in a hunk of wood forever? Nah.
You get an actual chuckle from him on that. You are certainly one of your people. So it's good to see some things haven't changed in all these years. And with that, the spell finally goes off, and You watch as there's like a slight tear that begins to kind of like peel open into a oval with these kind of magic runes that are spinning and rotating at the top and bottom of it, maintaining the shape. And inside you see what is a series of kind of waterfalls underground, and a stone bridge that goes across to what is best described as a ziggurat that kind of goes up. It is topped with this giant, like, it looks like a mana crystal of some kind, with a bunch of rotating kind of stones floating around it as if caught in its own orbit. And inside that stone, there is kind of the faint outline, like basically backlit, so it's shadowed, but like of a staff, kind of floating within. Also, you see two kind of ghastly figures who are probably like 15 feet tall-ish, with these huge swords kind of at the base of it, with another like ephemeral figure in armor with a very large sword, who's kind of poking at it a little bit, like the area, and then looks like he stops, like he's hearing something in his head, and is looking around and kind of muttering to himself. But you're too far away to really hear what's happening. But that's what you're getting from his body language.
And it doesn't look like any of the figures we saw downstairs?
No, not yet.
Good luck on your concert, Paylor. And walks through.
Okay. She's a curious one. It looks like you're not going to be alone. I unfortunately cannot assist you with what you're going to need to do, but I think you're equipped enough to handle it.
I don't suppose you're equipped with anything that could make us feel a little better before our next adventure?
I unfortunately have used all my spare power on opening this portal. You can stay for the concert and gain the benefits from that. Well, I mean, now you can't because your friend's here, but you can. It's a two-way portal. You can grab her and bring her back for.
We should stay for the concert. No.
Don't suppose.
Do you have a way for me to be able to carry? She's like motioning towards the harp here, like. I'm gonna be rather unwieldy. You're lovely, but.
I believe that is your burden to bear by Malil.
I understand.
You can try asking it, but I dare not interfere.
Very well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You just called her fat, and now you're going to ask her if she could take care of herself.
Is there a way to make you smaller?
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Hold up. Persuasion.
So I take it the song didn't teleport us anywhere based on.
No. Well, he wasn't trying to. She.
Yeah, she was just playing to play.
She was just playing to play. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And she made some beautiful music.
You did.
Yeah, I don't argue that. I was just.
I wish that were real life though. That'd be awesome. Like, oh, I can play the harp now. No, okay.
Small. Well, the master would not want to see you fail due to the weight that I put on your shoulders. I will make you have a choice. I can be lighter but the same size, or smaller but the same weight.
What the? Okay, that was out of character. All right. Smaller but the same size. What the fuck? Okay.
Lighter
Smaller,
but the same size.
Lighter but the same size. Smaller but the same weight. How does it feel? Like, how much weight is on there?
This is a full ass harp. I'd say it's probably like at least 40 pounds.
Okay. Okay. Shit. So did they hear that as well, or does she gotta like voice this?
This is in your head. You asked her directly.
This is your burden to bear.
Yes.
Okay. I understand.
I will also point out you watched your wizard walk through a portal into 3 hostiles, so it's not like you have 10 minutes. I mean, you could answer it in 10 minutes, but
All
you're
right.
probably going to be by yourself.
All right, we're gonna make the harp smaller. And,
Okay, but weigh
and-
the same.
But weigh the same, and she's gonna strap this thing to her back.
All right, and just for a mechanics perspective, smaller but the same weight
Yes.
means that you don't get disadvantage on stealth checks, but you do get disadvantage on acrobatics.
Gotcha.
Moody will help assemble it on her back, whatever that means,
Okay.
as gently as he can.
All right, the two
Okay.
of you roll me a what the hell would this be? Like strap on your back check?
Sleight of
Dexterity?
hand.
Sleight of hand. It's not really dexterity though. It's kind of. Just give me a wisdom check, and someone else give me a strength check, and we'll
Okay.
see if we
I'll
can.
do the strength check, I guess.
Because wisdom is just going to be like, all right, this is the best place to put it. Oh,
Also, I imagine you don't have advantage,
no.
so that's a 6.
That's
So that's a natural 1.
You find
Good.
out too late that a full-size harp weighs about 90 pounds.
Okay.
Was it really? I haven't looked.
Nah, I
up
was
on-
just Googling it. You got me
Okay.
curious.
Yeah, I did the same. As soon
Holy
as you said the weight, I was like, how much does a full-size harp weigh? And yeah, I looked it up too.
It's a magical harp, though, so it's 40 pounds. Okay.
Well, the
That's
magic
an
makes
elven
it
harp.
heavier.
Yeah. Makes it-
It's an elven harp. Those guys are
All right.
not that
So-
strong.
It's on there solid. Moody has made sure this thing is not moving. Unfortunately, where you place it isn't the best for you. It's kind of it's like on the pressing on the small of your back. You're like, oh god, that's and you're kind of reminded that this is in some ways a penance. So it's up to you how you want to follow through with that. But all right, so harp is strapped on. Wizard's gone through. Give me a marching
shit.
order for those of you who are going through this portal.
Will do, but I think this is 1, a good time to take a break, and 2, a good time to produce our pets, because our produce our
Yeah.
pets thing has
Oh, Yeah.
has
let's
maxed
go.
out.
Gotta go find a cat. Hold on.
Yeah.
Gotta go for it.
Alright, I put myself in the correct order. Let me go.
No,
Father
go get you a
Nubs.
cat.
I don't know where the hell
I
Nubs
don't have
is.
a cat. I mean,
We
I
have
can
to
just,
show-
Go get you one.
there's a little calico that hangs out around my car sometimes. I could maybe try to grab him.
You could name him Calicar.
Oh my god,
All right.
just kidnapping cats.
I will grab one of the cats after we come back from break.
I'm sure I will get absolutely shredded by the time I get it in here.
Ah,
No
there you
bother.
Oh, Bye-bye.
Wolverino.
He's camera shy. Oh, it's a cute pet. Are we gonna get the toast cam?
and maneuver.
Oh, there he is.
Aw.
Toast.
Get him.
Cute. Those always like, what's going on?
Returned with a nubs. He's very confused and very sleepy. But he's here.
Y'all got cats? Oh, that's hilarious. There he is.
He's so confused.
I'm gonna go grab my fat cat later. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
But we have produced our pets. Thank you.
You see how mad mine is?
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. Okay, go ahead.
Toast is surprisingly tolerant at the moment.
He really is.
Toast
He's
is
just chilling.
chilling. I feel like I've never seen him this chill before.
Oh, there
and
he
thank
goes.
you
Oh,
to
there we
Shiny Boy for
Yeah.
being the last contributor to it. So we got to get all of our cats on board.
Yes, sir.
Is Bubba the chillest right now?
There he is.
Yeah, Bubba puts up with my bullshit because I put up with Bubba's bullshit.
Yeah, that's the goal
like-
right there.
The times that I do this are rare. She was acting out earlier today, so this is probably like penance. I'm also giving her scritches, so now it's making it up.
Nubs also immediately just sat next to the treats and stared at me. So he's
Oof.
he's right there and he's like, you know what I deserve.
Matter of
Toast
fact,
walked away and
let
knocked
me get
something over
some
and
for you.
protested what Toast did.
okay.
The various cat reactions. Oh, Bubba. Oh
What
my
a cute
god,
cat.
so cute. All right. Okay, so I guess we'll go on break now, and we'll be back
Yes,
in
ma'am.
10-ish minutes doing some stuff. Let me go get that break screen. I don't know where it is. There it is. Found it. We'll be back soon. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. We back.
From the breaks. All right, I need a marching order from my lovely crew, and obviously the.
Do ya?
I do.
I did put myself behind.
Feels like going
Effie
over like
because-
this.
Oh, there's the kitty. Oh, she's done with your shit.
She's like 12 pounds of cat.
Oh, she's
so
so pretty.
Look,
That's a
she's
whole
so
lot of cat.
She's vocally protesting now.
That's
Probably
50%
time to
more
move
than my
on to-
nephew. He's going to be a
If
New
you've
Jersey
been
state champion. Please. Cat.
Nope.
Who doesn't believe it, but I do.
Okay. Get over here.
Yeah, I assume
yeah.
Effie's first up in the lineup.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
And yeah, as soon as I walked in, I would have tried to get low and be quiet and stealthy and whatnot.
All right, give me a stealth roll. You have an opportunity to do so.
Hey, question. Didn't Kit pass without a trace on us
Yes.
less than an hour ago?
Yeah. The
Oh,
moment.
What's
that
the
was-
network?
Yeah.
That was a long.
Kid did not
you
do
were, like-
that. Coraline did that, but yeah.
Yeah,
when we were
but
fucking
like
around
3
upstairs,
weeks
though,
ago.
you said something like 20 minutes were left then.
40,
you
40,
talked,
35
and
was
then-
left. 40, 35 was left.
So you got maybe 5 minutes.
Go. I'm sorry. Okay.
I
got excited. I'm sorry.
Is that the right? I don't want to jump
Oh, you
in on
went
that
down?
bit. Okay, yeah.
I got it.
Wait, hold on. You can roll the advantage because you still have 5 minutes left.
It's not advantage.
It's plus 10, so it's
Plus 10.
22.
Oh, okay. Right.
All right, so who was next?
I'll go.
Oh, it's me.
Unless
Oh,
you're-
we'll have Brandon go.
Yes.
All right,
Let's
you
get
guys can
to go
obviously
first, so we'll
space
just-
out. It's not like, within reason.
Yeah.
But
This is a fucking huge map. Good
it is.
lord. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Oh, this is
That's
cool.
beautiful.
We are
Very
mini
nice.
cheer. This is really beautiful, though. It's very
We're
pretty.
still
Okay.
sitting in behind the plate bros because they're wearing plate. And if
I'm so good at stealth.
yes,
Wait, hold on. I know
strong.
it didn't disadvantage me, so I'm gonna roll one more time because I definitely have disadvantage. There we go. Okay. 13.
Corlin, I will ask you for a what's it called? A strength check when you get the chance to see how you handle this.
Mm-hmm.
The DC is 12. If you get above a 12, you can run normally. I will say you cannot dash without making a con save, and if you fail enough of those, you will be exhausted.
Gotcha.
Because I believe 40 pounds is probably close to 40% of your weight, if not more so.
All right. Well, we're rolling. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me roll stealth first. Roll some
Yep.
idea. 18.
You're
I'm
good on
all
that?
here, man. And look at that. Okay, strength. Come on. Higher than a 6. Come on. No, it's a 12. Higher
It's
than
12. I was going to say, you don't have a plus
I was
6.
reading that wrong. I was reading that wrong. Let me go. Come on. 9. No.
Okay, yeah, you are feeling the burden of this harp. So you
Mhm.
are going to be moving. Yeah, max speed is 30 for you. Any kind of dashing is out of the question. Just so you
Gotcha.
know.
Luckily, I'm ranged.
All right. So that's those two. You guys are there. So you guys are all positioned the way you want to be.
Yeah.
All right. And Brannigan, so you got a 15.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Okay. Now the good thing is, the waterfalls create a shit ton of noise. So, and the natural kind of rock carving that this is, it's not a flat level. So there's depressions and stuff that you guys can mask your presence in. So the DC for it wasn't very high. Actually, Brannigan, you pretty much hit it. that was the passive perception DC at that range with what was going on. So you guys
I failed.
can. You failed?
13.
Yeah, I got a 13.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Yep. All right. So everyone is getting into position. You're all good. And Moody just as he's going to stealth, you just fucking absolutely send a rock. Like, you kick it with your big old armored boot, and it just goes flying. And it's one of those things you all watch, like, oh no. Just crack, 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 and then off the side. And there's probably like a good 30 seconds later, we hear another as it finally hits the ground. And you watch as like the kind of the odd looking sentinels there just kind of turn their head towards you, or towards that particular location. And it looks like they're like, okay, something's there, but they don't know necessarily what it is. So one of them is just beginning to kind of float his way over. You know, they doesn't look like they have any legs that are hitting the ground. They're just kind of hovering as they like glide over in this direction. It's not going to take that much movement, but that's essentially what you guys are seeing. So I'll say you guys probably have like a good 10, 20 seconds to kind of figure out what you want to do before it's going to be more or less upon you.
Well, I can tell you what Brannigan wants to do, and it looks like there's 2 Brannigans.
It's hammer time. Are there any recognizable anythings on this guy that's approaching us? Like the robes, I know he's far, but like, I don't know. Is there anything that we could identify, I guess?
Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. I'm a double check.
I was gonna argue for investigation, but I'm pretty sure it's the same on this character, so it doesn't matter. Here you go. Oh, minus the 10. Sorry, I still have the pass without trace on. That's a 13. Can't get away from these 13s, then.
13s all day, Foozzy. Yeah, it's the armor doesn't look like anything you've really seen before. There are tentacles that are kind of coming off of it at the wrong angles, and like as a creature, it seems to be constantly like ebbing and flowing to a degree. There's probably like 50% of it that stays, in its shape, but there's a lot of it that is just kind of like flowing all over the place.
Is it a skeleton or what is it?
No, it's like a fleshy, flowy blob, essentially.
Ooh, okay.
The tentacles are kind of reminiscent of some kind of a lithid creature, but they're off in random places and not in the head area. So yeah, unfortunately, with the 13, you don't know what this is.
He would just stare and kind of wait for a moment. He looks like he's itching to grab his spear, but he's kind of waiting.
Okay. But yeah, and as it moves, there's kind of like a low, almost like bassy hum as it goes over the ground. All right. Anybody else want to? Yeah, again, 10, 20 seconds before this thing's on you. If you guys want to make any plans or anything of that nature.
I think Mauricio's gonna prepare herself for conflict, get ready to roll this thing towards him, but also look around them to make sure there's nothing that hasn't escaped their notice in case there's other things that may ambush them.
Okay. I will say, all right, so you guys are kind of like at a dip, right? So like the line of sight is more or less blocked by a bit of elevation here. If you're going to do that kind of perception check forward, you're going to have to expose yourself. So I'll need another stealth check and then a perception.
Oh no! Now that you mentioned that, is there a place to hide? Can we just use that slope to hide or no?
Yeah, like where you are, I'm basically saying is a depression, a little crevasse here, if you will.
So that's a 23. Thank you, Kit.
Mm-hmm.
And perception. That's not very hot.
Do you have any special vision or anything like that to go along with that perception?
Special vision? Other than her sensitivity to spirits, no.
Oh, roll me a Constitution save, please. I forgot about that.
Well, if you forgot about it, I don't see why I got to roll, eh?
You are absolutely, as this thing is getting closer, it sounds like 1,000 voices are absolutely screaming at the top of their lungs in absolute agony from this creature.
Great. Absolutely.
Oh boy.
So you come up like it's just it is literally like 1,000 voices just absolutely crying out, and it's like it's taking your monk will to kind of just like shut some of it out, but unfortunately you can't get all of it. Just the surprise of it is a bit much for you. To everyone else, it looks kind of weird because you're just like, what is that? And everyone's like, what the fuck? You don't hear anything, but your monk is reacting to something in the environment.
Well, she's definitely going to try to back up and put some distance between her and that thing. And just like, you can't hear it? It's so loud.
Yeah, and it's men, it's women, it's children, it's different languages, it's everything.
It's like a
You all right there?
spirits.
I feel all right.
Oh, yeah. It's like a storm of spirits. You can't hear this?
Nah.
Well, I love his super calm nah.
So, like, the plan is fight them when they come over here, right? I feel like that's the plan.
Well, they're nice, but they don't look nice.
Yeah. She'll take out her dagger. And yeah.
Sorry, real quick. Kit, you'd be falling like 70 feet or more. That's below the map. Sorry.
Also, Kit, you're muted.
And invisible.
Okay. Thank you. I was telling. Sorry.
Anita, sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
Nah, I think Effie will just like take out a dagger and I don't know. The path ahead is just clear, right? Yeah.
You can hide along the sides here. Like anytime like there's like any kind of rocky terrain, especially like people who are really small, you can just kind of duck into one of these things if you wanted to. I will say it'll be kind of a challenge given like if you go across like the wide open spaces, but if you kind of do one of those things or like go on the outer rim here, there's risk of falling, I'm not gonna lie, because it is sloped, but yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll just like go over here to try and hide close to where the monk's shadow aura is coming from.
Okay. I will say it's going to be an acrobatics check as you're going up, that like going on the side, because it is sloped this way. And as awesome as your iron heels are, they're not proper mountain climbing equipment. So if you want to just give me one of those.
Okay. I got a quick question that could work in Effie's favor here.
Okay.
All right. So look at the texture of Effie's hair. Now look at the texture of those rocks. Does she get a bonus?
It's just a rock that's moving.
The argument?
Like, bobbing across. No, absolutely not. I assume Effie takes care of her hair and it's nice and luminous and not a rough and dry texture.
It just looks like a wobbly rock to somebody who doesn't know she's theirs.
Yeah, and
I know.
It's like it's prestidigitation cleaned because she's been on the road, so like it's not great, but it's clean. But the acrobatics check is gonna be
Let's go. Okay.
Okay. All right. So
better than average.
It is. You're not on great footing. Give me a stealth check, but there's definitely like some like you're going over the leg slips, you slide a little bit, grab on. Some rocks just go tumbling down as a result. But give me a stealth check to see if you can like maintain your presence, or you're just kind of locked into like I'm holding on for dear life.
Got you. Come on, roll 20, load my thing. Stealth is
23. Okay, great. All right, yeah. Other than the rocks clanging below you, they don't hear, or they don't seem to deviate towards you at the moment. They didn't see you kind of do that particular movement. All right, so Effie's in position. Merceal has a headache. What else are we doing here?
Okay, so... sorry, go ahead.
No, after you.
So I would like to move her a little closer, get her to a good spot. Unfortunately, she is currently rolling acrobatics at disadvantage. So,
Yep.
This would be a no-brainer for me, but now these things happening. So what is the closest I can get to, so I can, like, hide behind one of these things? What's your judgment here?
I mean, you can kind of go where Effie, close to where Effie was.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm just treating this ridge as a line, like this one over here is like a elevation change, so you can hide in there if you wanted to.
Yes. However, would I have to make an acrobatics check?
100%. It's sloped. It's sloped going off that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. God damn it. What does my acrobatics look like? Like, can I roll the dice here? Is the question. Acrobacias is +9. Okay. Ride or die. Let's do it. Okay.
Well, that was nice knowing you.
Yeah. We're gonna move up next to Effie right here, and we're gonna roll that natural one for you, Nanners.
Thank you. I appreciate that. There it is. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Malil wanted that harp now, so
Yeah.
unfortunately that means you got to take it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Quick question, Nutters.
Yes.
I did say Moody was sitting there watching.
Mhm.
If it looks like she's about to fall, can I use my telekinetic shove to pull her back?
Can you post the telekinetic shove real quick?
Sure.
Oh, it's not a pull. It's a shove.
She
No, you
shove from
can
a
pull
different
too.
angle.
It's push or pull.
Pull is just a backward shove.
Joe, I missed you, man. Absolutely missed you. See what do you do? The target must succeed at a strike save. Or be moved 5 feet towards you or any other creature. Okay. So what this will do. You're running on the side, and just the weight. You're not used to having half your body weight just on swinging on your back, and not in a great position. And it just kind of takes you over. I don't know if you've ever been pulled off of a track or something, and like you feel yourself, you're falling, and you're trying everything you can, and you just can't stop, and you just start sliding off. I will say, Effie, you absolutely hear the cacophony of rocks and feet, like just trying to desperately grip a surface as it slides off. Moody is able to push you back up. I believe, what is it, 5 feet total?
Yeah.
Which is going to bring you to the ledge. I'm going to need a strength saving throw or strength check to see if you can maintain your grip on this ledge. Effie, it's going to be right next to you, so you're going to have an opportunity to help if you want. But this is very much kind of a cliffhanger situation where you were falling off and like just kind of got slammed back into the rock about chest height. So you've got a bit of like a mantle position, but can you hold it?
Nope. I got them Joe rolls. Damn.
Effie, you got a reaction to burn if you'd like. Before your
just gonna take them both down.
All right, what can Effie do here?
You can also use the help action as a reaction if you want. But if you didn't have a spell specifically,
I could.
Portland is about to plummet quite a bit down.
Guiding bolts, so at least she'll see where she's going. I don't. Obviously.
Yeah. Like, let me look at my strength score because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be no help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm no help with my strength score. So I am just going to like use the help action by casting a mage hand and just like grabbing Coraline by the scruff and just like hoping that like 5 pounds of extra weight like getting off can help a little bit.
I think it's 10.
Enough for a help action.
I don't think 10 pounds is enough to stop her from. She failed pretty bad. That was, yeah, that's one. If it was close to the DC, I would have added a little bit to it, like a 1 or a 2. But even adding that, she's still falling. You're watching your mage hand go down with it.
So if I would be able to like catch that. God. Okay. I guess I'm I guess
I'll
I'm
also
going
say
to
Effie
try
is
to.
smart enough to do the physics math in her head and be like, okay, that's not enough.
I guess I will try to physically help with my body,
Okay.
I guess.
like
How
a
Dane
marshal.
used
Oh,
my
yeah,
hand.
with
All
my
right. So
body.
now I have to ask you an ugly question, girl. You can try, but you also know that you'll get to a point where you'll go over 2. Are you willing to let go? And the basically what I'm saying is, if you want to throw everything into it, I'll give you a flat roll to see if you can go. But if the flat roll isn't enough, you're going over 2. I'll give it to you at disadvantage, where if you can't hold it, you'll just let go, and Coraline falls to whatever happens. So it's up to you. Disadvantage, you're safe. Advantage, if you fail. If you fail, you're going over with a flat roll.
Do what you gotta do, girl.
I'm gonna take the disadvantage
Okay.
because
I see where we're at. I see where we're at.
Give me a disadvantage strength check, please.
yeah, monks are good at like falling from high places. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Here we go. Disadvantage strength check.
Not bad.
Holy shit.
Those are some
All right.
excellent rolls.
That
Let's
is.
go.
Those are some
Not
great
bad.
rolls. All right, with a 14, you're able to arrest her motion. You are. This is absolutely a cliffhanger situation. You're completely in the open. You're grabbing onto some rock that your fingers are sliding off of. You barely have her suspended. It's not enough to bring her all the way up, but you have stopped her fall. It is 2 noodle-armed ladies holding on to each other at the end of this cliff. Anyone who's watching this is like, man, they've got seconds at best before this gets real ugly. But you've also made the disadvantage roll, so if it gets to that point, you will unfortunately let go of Coraline. But that you arrested her fall at this point.
Jeez.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta read how a thing. I've been scouring my sheet. I was like, how do I help?
Brannigan, you have a clean line of sight for the guided bolt. The
guiding bolt.
if you want.
I'm half expecting him to throw his hammer and somehow.
I mean,
Something.
I have a plan for that, but we're not at
Let's
that stage. We're not at a stage where that's a good idea. It does not prescribe any stats to the Echo. It gives it AC, 1 hit point, and uses my saving throw bonuses.
Okay. But it can interact physically with things, right?
It can make attacks, so I guess what I'll do is, hold on, how far are we from people? Too far, so I will wander that way. And then I will manifest an Echo in midair and just shove.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
That's cool. Let's go.
At advantage because Coraline is in no position to do anything.
An attack roll or athletics? That's how shoves normally are handled.
Oh yeah, athletics advantage. I apologize.
No.
Rest.
I'm just checking.
Okay.
Just do that plummet.
You are violently shoved back onto the rock. With kind of a slam. It's only because you have monk reflexes. You're able to A, stop from smushing yourself into Effie, and B, catching any kind of serious injury from being slammed into a rock. Is your what's it called?
The Echo?
Is he just falling now?
Why did he have
Okay, that means Echo now. Okay, Joe, that's what you gotta do when you're ever from that Echo. That's the Echo sign.
That's
right?
Okay.
Though, as soon as he's more than 30 feet from me, at the end of whatever my turn would be, it dissipates.
Okay.
It's too far away, so it falls for a little bit, and then just
All
is
right.
gone.
All right, Joe, several comments here. Number 1, thank you. Number 2, that was wonderfully creative, man. I love watching you play sometimes. That's awesome.
Before you were caught, if you fell, my entire plan was to throw my hammer and see about some cheese. Because after I throw my hammer, it
hammer.
flies to me. So if you could get a hand on it, maybe.
Dude, that whole argument about, hey, can the Hulk hold on to Mjolnir, or is it because, okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's
Last
it.
comment,
We're going to find out some things about Dwarven
Last
Thrones.
comment. Knowing you, I'm surprised you didn't shove me the other way.
Why would I
Yeah.
shove you off?
Given all the commotion, the creature is kind of making a beeline over to this particular
Yeah.
area.
Probably,
I was
And I
gonna
will
say after the because my shove is a bonus action, and then I think when he sees Brannigan coming up, he's just gonna be like, "I hope you have it." I will say I wouldn't say that Mercy will see it, but she's probably still there, just having a really bad time. But when Moody does his shove, his telekinetic shove, he's like pretty much from like shoulder to wrist, just like trembles, almost violently, and then afterwards he's going to run up this top of this. I'm sure you're going to need something from me. If it's a climb, then I'll just climb it, Nenners. But he's going to attempt to get to the top and be like, "Hey, fuck you! What's up? What's happening?" he's essentially jumping up to the top to attempt to get the attention away from the squishy people who might get knocked off the edge. So that's
Give me an athletics check to climb up, and then give me an intimidation check.
Got you. No problem, man. I got you. Hold on.
Just run up. Hey, yeah, get dead.
Intimidation. Oh my god, that was a natural 4.
Brandon, you're close enough.
This is like the time when you asked that mage what she was doing.
Yeah.
If you want to bring your reaction to add a little dwarven spice to this intimidate, you can. Other than that, we'll go with the 12.
What would I even? I'm sorry, you just said, "Hey, what's going on? Fuck you." That was.
Yeah, literally. Like he's going for the art of confusion right now.
Basically, I will just attempt to just whatever. I don't know how deep a sound I can get out of it, but instead of just gonna hit my own shield, it's just ominous gong behind you. Shit, I have thaumaturgy. What am I whacking shields for? I would do that. I would just ominous fucking thunder.
Okay, you can roll an intimidation check, or you can have Moody roll that an advantage, so another roll.
Why don't you go ahead and give yourself advantage? Why don't we do that?
Oh my god, I would love to have advantage. Oh, good. Wait, so what sound are you making?
I was just reminding myself that spells are an action, so I am just hitting my shield. But essentially, it's just attempting to be the deepest gong bell-like sound of just fucking, hey, fuck you, just ominous ringing.
I think right after it goes off, Moody's gonna be like, "Behold, thunder!"
You just turn around and be like, yeah, you got this.
All right, I will say that Moody, you probably are the only one with a good view of this, but you watch as the other two were like, "What the fuck is going on?" So this one's beginning to come in, but I will say, roll initiative, guys. We'll start the initiative tracker here, and we will commence this lovely battle, which...
Reminder to people wondering how we got to hear this loudly announcing our presence into a fight. We came in with Pass Without a Trace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's how we started.
I failed out the gate though. Like we had Pass Without a Trace, and I rolled a 3. No, actually, it was a 4 minus 1 to a 3.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Ain't no way we coming back from that. Let's see. Let me update the music a little bit.
I wish I could put this in alphabetical order.
It sounds like.
Don't worry. The 0 initiative is back, baby.
There it is. I mean, that's where you want the crit fail.
Yeah, no, it's for those of you who are wondering.
Initiative back that I had earlier.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Just sitting there like, what do I do after the gong?
Oh, Mark just gave you a DM inspiration, Nenners.
Oh, thanks, Mark. I will probably need it. That is for the first one.
How we do things. Ignore Kit. You're the best.
You are the best.
Ignore Kit.
That's just a general rule. Mark is
You know what? I'm gonna be generous here and say that Marks would be a traitor if it was Foozca that he gave the D4 to, because she rolls higher on average.
Mm-hmm.
Ninners, on the other hand,
that would just be a further show of loyalty.
I'm sorry. No, did you forget that one time he rolled like 3 natural 20s on your ass alone? I have a screenshot.
It is your fault he's out of the low rollers club.
Well, see, that's the thing. He only rolls high.
I just rolled 2 consecutive 5s. Get out of here.
D4 does nothing.
Guys, I rolled
He's already
0 on initiative, all right?
Yeah, we are looking at new membership applications, Nenners, and we'll get to it when we get to it. But
No, Nenners, that's a 15. 15 by
This
5.
band. Okay. I was probably one of the founding fathers of this band. Anyway,
Well, don't leave then.
Effie, despite a bit of heroics and some sweat on your palms from some high stakes grabbing, you are able to grab the initiative. Adrenaline's running. You're good to go. Your body is ready to go. You are starting off this fight. How do you want to do it?
Effie's body is ready. As she, as
Kind of whatever it is for whatever.
as the force of Brannigan's shove gets them both out of danger, she's going to kind of whisper, "Get your shit together," before lovingly get your shit together.
Yes.
It doesn't come across as love because panic, but there's love there. God, it's looking like a ghosty sort of incorporeal boy is what we're dealing with.
Looks like it, yeah. Yep.
Gosh, Effie's a smart cookie. Do the incorporeal undead typically have resistance to lightning damage? Would Effie know this?
I mean, you kind of have experience fighting unholy things. They typically don't have lightning resistance off the top of your head. But yeah, I would say that's a safe assumption. Oh,
Cool beans. I will cast a level 3 witch bolts because that thing is about 30 feet away from me.
Yep.
And I should have advantage on it since I'm hidden from its view still, possibly.
no, it knows something's there. It actually, with its height, it can 100% see you. It's like 15 feet tall.
Yeah,
So
But does it know the witch bolt is coming?
Yeah, when he sees the hand extend with the bolt come at him, it's a pretty clear picture.
That's super fair. All right, you know what? Scrap the witch bolt. We gotta do what comes natural. And what comes natural is spirit guardians.
Hey,
there we go.
tried and true.
So, spirit guardians comes up, the level 3 spell, and then we just walk on up. It's a 15-foot radius. So Effie's just gonna, get 25 feet right over there. Just gonna walk up. Boom, boom, pow. We're right there.
Is that sheer? I don't know what this. I'm having trouble with this map. My brain.
No, there's a bit of a ledge. She can walk there. That's fine. It's
Great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're right there. We got and on the start of their turn, they're gonna take some holy damage.
Let's go.
And yeah, that is all of my turn.
Excellent. All right. In general, I'm going to say I'll warn you if you're in a dicey spot, but I'm going to also assume your character is going to take the most safe, not lethal route to your target. All right. That goes with Coraline, who has recently been reattached to Earth and is feeling maybe a little bit queasy with this extra weight in the back and being flung around a bit. But you see a very tall creature with an enormous sword, and your wizard in melee range of said sword.
All right.
Go for the sneak, bestie.
Oh, I know. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh.
Holy crap! That's a very, very brave, foolhardy, bravery, stupidity, same thing, I guess. I'm trying to joke here. I'm sorry. I was real nervous during that shit. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, so I'm currently having brain damage because it's been 3 weeks since I played this character. But yeah, I believe my bread and butter was knife, hide. So let's go with that. Where is the weapon? Where is the weapon? And swing. Does a 29 hit? I better take up that. Sorry, let me take that up. 30 hit. No, 29. Yes, 29.
29 hits. Correct.
Nice, fantastic. So let us. Since since my bestie's up there, I get a sneak attack on this. So let us do the sneaky sneak and What? Why is that on there? Wait, what? My sneak is 12? What's my sneak 12? Oh, yes, 2d6. I'm sorry.
Welcome back to D&D, sir.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
yeah, that
like
lands.
everyone's like,
Yep.
remembering.
And yeah, you do the damage. So 25 damage off the sneak attack. Yeah, no, that worked. I will say, you notice the radiant doesn't seem to be as effective, but it's already at 1 point, so the damage from a meta perspective stays, but it doesn't like it's as potent as it maybe should be.
I think she would feel that actually. The whole like, oh, the radiant doesn't work. You know, she's connected to those friggin' knives. Anyway, but yeah, let's do it again then. Come on, sneak. 18. I'm guessing misses.
18 misses, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
Clangs off its shoulder pad.
Unfortunate. Okay. How can we help the wizard here? Unfortunately.
With a bonus action?
What do I have here, though? You know.
Effie's fine. You should do the hide thing. That's what you do, right?
Yes, that's what I do. Nanners, is there any good spot for me to hide here? Could I like scoot it over this way, or?
You'd have to get over the ridge by where like Moody is almost. You'd have to pretty much go like over here, maybe. You get like out of range, like off of this ridge, and then pretty low.
Okay, I don't want to try doing the acrobatics again. We saw what happened that time. Anyway, so let's head on over. What's my range on this? Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. I can go up next to Mr. Brown again.
Okay.
Over here, she's going to say, thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
And
Is Brannigan's echo just falling right now?
Yes.
It disappeared like pretty much immediately.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Because it disappears. No,
It gets out of range. I just haven't. I'm gonna put it back on the map. So in a second.
And-
so it's
Yeah,
I
you're
won't
fine.
bother.
can I roll stealth here?
You can. Just it's the height of this thing is going to put it at disadvantage.
No problem. I still have a plus 10.
That's true.
I
You need to
didn't
stop.
say it out loud, but I was like, plus 10 to a 1 is still a 1, and then it happened. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Portland, this harp is fucking your whole flow up.
Oh, I know.
Anytime you want to move an extra way to take care of you here, you don't realize like how well your lie of the body is able to kind of like move in and out until it's just literally weighted down by a magical ballast that if you lose your god will kill you. So yeah, that's unfortunately affecting your stealth. It almost makes you fall backwards again, but you in panic grab the rock in front of you. But as such, you're very much like in an upright position, and you can see the creature is like acknowledges the movement, but is staying on the person in front of him.
That shall be my turn.
Okay. All right. Peloton 1 is going to go. It needs to make a saving throw against your spirit guardians, correct? Or I think.
Yeah, that's a wisdom saving throw.
All right. This thing does have a decent amount of wisdom. It doesn't
my
do an
God.
advantage. So ignore that. That's my bad. But
It doesn't matter.
Nanners,
yes,
what the fuck?
I.
He was tired of losing to your spirit guardians.
Okay, so
love losing.
that's half to 9, and then that's halved again, because apparently they're resistant to radiant damage.
Correct.
They're undead. That should be impossible.
I never
don't
said
think
they were undead.
They're not undead.
They look undead.
They
got
look
an
Sound
undead
like
vibe.
slime.
Yeah. But
It's
hold on.
okay. They can
Damage
rock my
damage.
shit now.
Unfortunately, that's probably what's going to happen. So it takes the giant sword and just begins to swing in these great kind of cleaving, like Sauron-style arcs. That is a.
That's what we like.
And
Oh no! Here we go
That's
again.
not what we like.
I take it back. Take that D4 back. Then it doesn't need it.
God damn. Oh, he's like,
17 hit.
17 would hit. Actually, yeah, I guess a 17 hits. It does
Okay.
hit.
All right.
But instead of that crit being a crit, that crit isn't a crit. Because I have Sentinel at Death's Door, baby.
hey.
You get no crits, Nenners. I'm sorry, but
It's
I'm
okay.
not.
No problem. I hear you on that. So that is that was a good call because on the crit it was going to throw a smite on there, and it still is. I roll like Dookie though, so it's no big deal. So that's the third one, and 17 hit the 24 does. So that is 13, 16, 19, 29, 31, 40 flat of just raw. Oh, no, not. There's psychic damage. I don't know if we have any reduction on the 2 psychic damage for the Wrathful Smite, but 38 slashing, 2 psychic. And anyone who's
All right.
near him,
I'm doing math, and I'm
It's
seeing
34.
13 plus 16 is
Did I do that wrong?
19, plus 2 is 21, plus
You did it
9
right.
is
Crit
30.
anymore.
But you added the 6. That is
Oh, the
6.
crit. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, so minus
so-
6. I apologize. It's 34.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I-
13 plus 10 is 23. 23 plus 2 is 25. 25 plus 9 is 34.
34.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. I just added the
Awesome.
6 packs.
Yeah, that I get all of that.
Did you save to maybe reduce that psychic damage by 1?
I think with Wrathful Smites, you take all
Also,
of it. I don't think
Yeah,
it's a
the
thing for half.
Oh, that's for
Yeah,
being
cast
frightened.
that-
Right.
Yeah, he has to cast that ahead of time, but that's fine.
He
Unless
did.
it's like his version of I don't know. I don't know this creature, but you're good.
I mean, he could use it as a bonus action, I guess, but
Yeah, it's
it's an action
You
to
could.
attack. But
106 minus 34. That is going to come to 72. And wisdom saving throw to not be frightened.
oh yes.
correct.
Yeah, that tracks.
Awesome.
Except
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because we had a hero's feast and you're immune to fear.
That's so true, Busty.
The next 24 hours.
I thought it was only until the HP was gone.
No,
No, I think
no,
that was something
it
else.
stays
Heroes
for
Feast.
the duration of Hero's Feast.
These
so we're
benefits
good for
last
24
24
hours.
hours.
You do.
Okay.
Great girl.
That is its primary attack there. That is the end of its turn. Brannigan, it is yours.
Q, tight. Okay. I'm gonna move to there. And I'll decide where I'm putting my echo in a second, because I'm gonna use my bonus action to do that. This Gooman is wearing armor of some sort, yes?
Yes, sir.
And it's metallic good nature?
Your dwarven senses, it's metallic, but it's almost like ore. It's unrefined, but there is metallic elements to it.
As long as it's metal, that bitch being heated. And then I'm gonna put the echo about there. So let me
Oh.
do a little bit of that. At level dose. I'm gonna roll it. I selected level dose.
Level 2, we're gonna level 12.
The arrangement we have roll 20 is when I select the level, you then roll the damage.
Try it in English.
These are the rules that we have agreed to live by.
I am altering the deal. Pray that I don't alter it any further.
Output is attack.
I
We are
appreciate
living in a society. All right. I'm done
Joe scolding
channeling-
his roll 20.
Done channeling George Costanza. We'll try that again. Still nothing? Great. Okay, I'm just going to roll 2d8. Because it's not avoidable damage, so it's 9 fire damage.
Indeed. It is not resistant to fire, so excellent. It
Yep.
takes You hear like the kind of searing of flesh and the residual smoke that comes from that
I
action.
don't know if it's of a nature that it could. If it was a weapon or something it was holding, it could make a con save to drop it instinctively. But I don't. That normally doesn't apply to armor. But I don't know if that applies to these guys.
Let me see.
So if the armor has to be like removed full ass 10 minutes plate armor style, then he's just boned. But
Or if there's some weird ethereal boys who are just like, whoops!
The armor.
Let's get out of this.
Give me a perception check.
perception check.
Okay. The armor is like a part of this creature.
I like it.
It's the only stable part. It's something that like anchors it. So it's not something that could be taken off, so to speak. No more than you can take off a limb.
That is much better than it being able to run away from my 3 damage.
Excellent. But yeah, that's that hits. That's that spell. Did you want to do anything else?
Bonus action was to make the echo, and I'm now concentrating on heat metal.
Excellent. Mauricio, fresh off a migraine. Girl, what are we doing?
Oh, so it's fading?
It's no. I'm giving your class a little bit of benefit of the doubt. You're a mastery of body and mind, so you're able to shunt out most of it. If someone's talking to you, you can't hear shit, but you are able to function as a monk.
Right. It's just if they toss me, it's mop, mop, mop.
Yeah, absolutely. Mop, mop, mop.
So my next question to you is: if she tries to move closer, will that noise get louder?
Yes.
Like bad louder?
It's like running towards a speaker. I mean, at some point within a certain range, it doesn't really matter. But yeah.
I see. Thank you. Let me get ready to get used to these roll 20 buttons. Because they're different now. I think. Alright, so her movement is 50. And the distance between that to here is also 50. But I'm pretty sure the range on her attacks is 30. Therefore, she's going to try to get closer and pretty much just dart her way up here. And she doesn't know about the radiant shit yet because she's had a giant migraine.
Yep.
So she's just going to try to hit it from afar without getting too close because it's bad. So do her 2 ranged attacks.
Yep, 24 hits. Give me some damage.
And you get a 6-hole radiant damage.
Which
is free.
Yeah, you see it fortunately kind of like reflect off part of the ore metallic parts off of it. But it does land a little bit on there. All right. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
No, that is my
I'm sorry. Who's she attacking?
The one in front of Effie.
Would you say that man is being martially challenged?
Yes, in a technical term, yeah.
Okay.
This giant great sword up
So
to
I
Effie
should get
just with a
advantage on
dagger.
my second attack.
It's not so much that it's like, oh no, I'm afraid of the spicy little wizard in front of me.
Get occupied.
It's just it's an enemy that it's taking account of. You know what I mean? Like,
There are also hags and spiders. There are also hags and spiders, but it's
To be fair.
dagger versus greatsword with the
Yeah.
She
blades.
was stealth, so
I understand what he's saying. You get advantage because they are otherwise occupied at the moment.
Oh, okay. This is
So
22.
roll one more time. Yeah, 22 hits. Yep. That
Alright.
we're fishing for a second.
Way better.
Girl.
Now,
Roll me another one. I'm counting that. I'm just cheesing it. So you already hit with the 24. We're trying to see if you got a crit, and I roll again to see if you can beat the 10.
oh, got it. Yes, sir. I'll do the thing. That is absolutely not a crit. What the hell? Not a crit. That is.
All right.
It's
Roll,
exciting.
roll with the damage, please.
She did already.
Okay, my bad. 5, 3. Okay, so okay. Extra 3 damage on it. Again, it's not as effective as you'd like, but this is the situation that you're in.
Well, now she knows about the radiant shit. It's just like, so it's. Oh, God. So, quick question.
Yes.
familiar as she is with spiritual matters, what the fuck is this? Does she have an estimate? Like,
as you are looking at it, as to everyone else where it's like ebbing and flowing and just kind of, it looks like the flesh is almost mutating in real time, you see spirits like pulsing through the flesh and sometimes coming out and turning into those ripples and little kind of waves and stuff. And it goes through its arm, it's into the sword, there's all kind, whatever this is, it's an amalgamation of hundreds of souls kind of trapped within this like physical construct.
okay. After she gets off that second swing, she's like, it doesn't work. It's a mass of spirits held in something, in whatever that form is.
Yeah, that's
What?
exactly.
It's just like staring, trying to register that.
It's a little horrifying because some of them do try to get out, and then like it just gets pulled back into itself. Like it's just this constant roiling. Like imagine the sun almost, but like in a fleshy form, but souls underneath. Like just that kind of roiling, just this explosions and being sucked back in. It's
Who hurt
tasty.
you?
Well, whatever
okay.
it is, he's bound by that iron.
Indeed. This creature is going to move, kind of flank his brother, if you will. And it is going to cast Scorching Ray on the good talking paladin. So
What do you mean? Yeah, it's fine.
you watch as its free hand like comes up and just fires 3 of this bluish fire rays at you, and I have to roll 3 times, don't I?
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yes, you do.
At least you don't have to make a dex save.
Yep.
2 and 3. It was coming. We knew it was coming.
The
So
first
I
one hit.
assume the first one hits. Okay.
Yeah.
You get hit by a whopping 6 fire damage as the flames come at you, but it seems to miss with the other 2, like a wide left and wide right. You're kind of thankful that Brannigan is as short as he is, because one just goes clean over his head. If he
I
was
feel
taller,
like
that
that's
may-
why he was distracted, because he was like, Brannigan's got my front of the turns in time to not get hit by the rest.
But that is its movement and action. The bonus action doesn't matter at the moment, so that's it. This guy is going to move further up towards the temple. Does anyone here speak Infernal?
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
You hear? Why? Lady of Mysteries, this bullshit. I need a way to open this. And like he's clearly talking to somebody else. Like we have guests, and I don't think it's going to work out for them. And that's the end of his turn. Moody, it is yours.
That's a lot of stuff. Okay, hold on. Sorry, pardon me. Okay. The Effie situation is very nervous. All right, and this is a big old map. This is a real big map. Then, as you made the biggest map that could
It is
ever
a big
map.
map.
Echoes. I can't take their spot, right? Like we can't share the same spot. Like an echo.
Are they corporeal?
It's a-
I swear I've asked Joe this
It's a
before. And I never
tangible
remember.
thing.
I feel like I got to check it every time, but let me.
I always ask and I never remember it. I'm so sorry.
I know.
know
I
it's
also
translucent.
don't
I can hide
remember.
behind
It's-
one.
I feel like it
It's magical, translucent, and gray. That's what it gives me.
okay, that's fine. I will. Don't worry.
I can
You're good.
attack from its space. It doesn't say it's corporeal, but it doesn't say it's not.
But I would imagine, like, if you could shove someone, then you're probably corporeal, right? Because otherwise, it would have just appeared, and the hands would have gone through Effie's.
But are
back
you
and nothing would
corporeal
happen.
for that moment? Because ghosts can float between the two, right? They can like.
It's fine. I'm just gonna go here and stab that bitch. All right.
Sounds good.
It's too much. That
He's
one.
rated.
He is. These guys are floating too, right? Like there's no feet.
Yeah, they're just like
Nothing.
hovering,
Yeah.
Maybe a couple inches tops over the ground. The terrain doesn't
we just
seem to
got
affect
raided.
them.
Hello.
Hello!
I'll be on your
Hello.
channel next Monday. But what's up? Thank you for the raid. Can you just Just gonna stab that bitch. Yeah, that's literally what's happening. I was trying to figure out something fancy, but it doesn't need to be fancy, so we're just gonna stab the bitch. Thanks for hopping in. We're fighting some bad boys right now. I will also
Educated guest, they are pudding paladins.
Educated guess, pudding paladins. I like it.
I know they're half
also,
of that.
As a reminder, we have a raffle going right now for some cheesy dice. So if you want some cheesy dice, just type in !raffle to be entered to win. And we'll be picking a winner on Saturday. It's not waffles. It's raffle. despite how awesome waffles are. Okay, I'm just making sure I don't need anything else. All right. So I'm attacking that guy over there, and dink. Ooh. Does a 20 and a 21 hit?
Neither hits, as it does not have purchase on its armor.
What in the yuck? Okay.
Are you going for the Effie one again?
You do get advantage, correct? Yep.
Oh, okay.
Effie, the martial champion, is engaging it.
So I guess that'll be one swing, and this will be the next swing.
There it is.
There you go. All right.
It's not a 28 doesn't hit. I'll cry.
28 absolutely hits. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. So I imagine the radiant doesn't or does less damage.
Radiant is halved. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then the force damage goes through. And he is. Well, that was his. Oh, you bitch. Okay. That's his bonus action. Well, actually, Effie looks. Oh, she looks like she's fine. All right. I'm gonna end my turn there, because I have a lot of other like.
Okay. I mean, Effie in game terms would look bloody.
Yeah, but in terms of balance at the moment, it's not awful, and I can't. Yeah. So I will leave that there. Yeah, that's it. I will.
Okay. So, it is 10 p.m. This is our pre-described ending time. Start at the top of the round. We can end it here, or you can do another round if you want. Up to you guys. I don't want to pressure you, but I know it's been a while since we've done this.
Oh.
I mean,
we need the practice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Consensus
I'm good to go, but if anyone
go another round.
Anyone needs to go, that's fine.
Okay. I have not heard a no, so
here we go.
Yeah. Hey, you're back up. Top of the round.
Oh yeah, that is me. Word. Gosh. Which king of Angmar over here? Am I right, fellas? Let me see. Resistant to radiant damage. That's just not nice. Let's see. We'll look over here.
Actually,
Okay.
Can I ask a question on your behalf, Effie?
Please.
Did those spirit guardians hurt the other one too? When it came
I don't think they're in range. I don't think the other one is in range.
The spirit guardians are what, 20 feet?
15 feet radiance. 15 feet radius.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just make a bunch of Effies. I can do that. I'll make a bunch of Effies.
Mirror image.
With mirror image. So
you will
can't
drop
do
spirit
that
guardians, right?
No, it's not concentration. No.
It was.
Mirror image is in concentration.
Oh, you're right. You're correct. I'm stupid.
The duration just says 1 minute, Nanners. You wily.
I'm rusty. I apologize.
It's been 3 weeks. Give him a break, guys. Come on. If we get a break, you get the break too.
three Effies just pop into existence. And then, like, these guys don't seem like they're in charge. The person in charge seems to be speaking Infernal and trying to figure things out. So I'm gonna just ignore Mr. Angmar over here and start and just be like, boop, and go 30 feet. If I can. Just towards a destination. Okay, there. You can get an attack of opportunity if you want, Nanners.
Trying to find your artwork. All right.
But that's my turn.
All right. Forgive me, but this is what we're gonna have to use in the interim until I can find your art. It's 3, right?
Sexy rats.
Yeah. It's 3, right? You get 3
Yeah.
per.
Yeah.
Okay,
I get
Nothing
3.
to apologize for. That's wonderful.
It
3
will
sexy rats. Oh,
absolutely take a
God.
swing
Yeah.
at you. It's not advantage. It's just
Get in
gonna
there.
swing
Get in
out.
there. Get in there, Bruce.
Just like 3 human-sized sexy Effie rats, like
Oh my
the begin like circling around. It's great.
Roll me your d20.
I shall.
Excellent.
you,
So yeah,
man.
it's supposed to swing and it just kind of bisects one of the
one of the rat Effies.
rat effies and just dissipates as you were able to kind of safely traverse that particular area. Excellent. So that's movement, action, bonus action, wizard. Kind of sad. I don't know if you have one. Yeah,
moving along.
I know that life. I'm sorry, girl. Corlin.
Yeah?
It's your turn.
I know. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so once again, I know that Rat Effie is no longer near there. But that man just swung upon one of the Rat Effies. So would you say he's involved in combat or no?
He's not martially challenged at the moment, so you do not.
Okay,
get
that was the
advantage.
question. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do what I do then. We're gonna go knife, and we're gonna try and hide again. Hopefully, the harp does not screw me over. Anyway, knife. DC, take that shit off, man.
Misses. If it's,
Unfor-
why is it disadvantage? Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
And swing again. 27.
27 hits.
Fantastic. You take that shit, sir.
Thank you.
All right, now let us move a little closer to the people. We're gonna wait. If I go this way next to Brannigan, do I have to do the acrobatics or no?
No, you can walk over there. Especially if you're using less than max your movement. I'm assuming that additional movement's being used to like traverse slowly. So
Okay.
if you're just doing 20, that's fine.
All right, so right there, right next to Mr. Brannigan, and I'm gonna roll the stealthies.
Okay. I just want to clarify. There's no you're on a ridge.
Mm-hmm.
You need like some kind of block of line of sight or like.
I thought I was still on the ridge. I thought I was still on that thing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's Brannigan is on solid ground as a proper dwarf.
Okay, never mind. That's it.
Okay, awesome. All right. This one is going to look up here and is going to. Can he? Yeah, that'll put you more or less all in range. Okay, so he's going to take some more of those cleaving attacks against you guys. Wait, what's this? There it is. That is 18. All right, 22, 26, and a 20. Anyone who is more than 10 or is 10 feet away, which I believe. Oh, I can't put myself out of position. Never mind. And I suck. Anyway, if you're 10 feet away, which is the you two, you guys can roll me dexterity saves for each one of those swings. Because you are.
What if one of them doesn't hit you?
You don't take the damage.
Oh, okay. Well, wait. So I need
Roll a dex save for each swing.
Okay.
If you pass, you don't get hit.
Okay.
Brannigan, you don't have to. You're out of range. His range is only 10 feet. I was
Okay.
my positioning. Okay.
Think.
Um,
Oh my god,
Well,
I actually rolled well. Shocked.
That's the echo though.
yeah, the echo is out of range. It's from him. It's 15 feet, right? Am I? Yeah. The swing path is only 10.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so 21. Okay, so you passed the first one, second one no, third one no.
Oh, I'm sorry. You need third one. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I for some reason thought it was. Oh my goodness.
All right.
I passed dexterity saving throws. Amazing.
Awesome. You guys got hit by the same 1, and then poor Mercy got hit by 2. So let me roll those. My goodness. Let me see the Dookie roll. You get 11 points damage to the 2 of you from the second slash that was not dodged, and Mercy, you get 12 from the third that comes sweeping down as you're unfortunately not able to get out of the way. But that is... So you take a total of 23, and Moody takes 11. That is its action. It has no bonus action that it wants to use now, so that is the end of its turn. Brannigan, it's up to
Hold
you.
on, Nunners.
Yes.
I just changed my HP, but it didn't update on the token.
Don't worry about it.
It does that. It does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Brannigan, it's your turn. Despite my sister's protest.
No, I realized I think you made the other ghoulie go at the same time or at a different. I don't know, but anyway, it's good.
Oh, I did. No, did I?
No, he's
The other
further
one's-
down.
The other one's initiative 5, unless
Yeah,
everyone already
115.
went.
115.
Oh, well, you did just
Swap
swing with
two.
the other guy.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because when I moused over them on the initiative, I was like, "That's not that dude," but it's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
It's all
We'll keep
basically
rolling.
the same.
We late.
So I'm gonna move forward, and I don't think I can mechanically get a benefit for the echo. Not that it matters much, but effectively, I'm just posting up with a shield. In theory, maybe the echo has some cover. It doesn't matter. But as a bonus action,
I like it.
Jackass takes 9 fire damage because that just happens. Because heat metal is dope.
Hell yeah.
And then the guy over here is gonna get some hammer throws.
I do love some hammers.
So we're gonna do one of those and one of those.
Nice. Oh, I think the 21 missed.
21 misses, but the 31 absolutely hits.
Well, then we do
Nice.
19. Wow, 1 on the damage. But hey, damage is damage.
Yeah.
19 bludgeoning.
Awesome. So the hammer strikes true right in the middle. I'd watch it dent some of the kind of ore construct that it is, and watch some of like the goo kind of like squiggle out, and it's you've damaged part of its like function. It looks like, but yeah, no, that definitely works. Good round.
That's me.
Awesome. Mauricio.
A struggle every time.
Why did you turn into a Yuan Tui when you did that?
Shout out to Mikey.
Try so hard.
Yeah.
All right, so she's just gonna, after taking those hits, she's like, Jesus, and just runs up and hopefully doesn't go deaf while she's trying to swing at this thing. So she's gonna do her double staff striking. Oh wait, it's
Nice.
engaged in melee, so I guess I'll great fish, right?
No.
You know you're the only one engaged in melee at the moment.
Oh, never mind. Right, because hammer time happens from a distance.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna roll the damage on these.
Happens from a distance. Good damage? Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not done yet. So
Jesus.
Me.
The fucking
wait, there's more.
spaz. He didn't even say that like you were done, but she's like, back up. Back the fuck up.
She's right. She got done dirty.
I had to throw 2 more force damage on there because that's how I'm rolling tonight, baby. You eat those 2s, and you ooh, I'm strong.
You and Flanny need to go to an exorcist.
Why was it relevant if someone was
Who
in
has the
melee?
crown
'Cause
right now?
And
Louis
I
definitely is.
yeah, but I
I'm
treat like
Definitely
physically
not.
like right next to them as like threatening. I do flanking like as long as there's somebody threatening the person, from like a physical standpoint, then they're treated as such.
Who's
I'll
the little
reload my thing because on my screen you are absolutely adjacent to the guy, so I could just be wrong.
There's a
There's
5-foot
there's a
gap on my
5-foot
screen. I
gap.
could be wrong, but
Yeah.
that's what I see.
That would explain why I was confused about the echo too. No, that's 100%
Okay.
that what's going on.
Your old 20 is treating you bad.
I was just like right there.
Merciful, I dare not end your turn before it is over. What else did you want to do there?
No, that was it. That was my whole turn. I'm sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had questions, but I don't remember the name. So.
All right. I will say, roll me a Constitution save at advantage.
I don't think I roll at advantage. That's me.
I'm incapable.
I think you were unfortunately out of Moody's aura range.
Yep. See, there we go.
Super out.
You're good. You're good. The DC was lowered because you figured out a way to shut it out. It was just, did you let it overwhelm you kind of situation? So you're fine. Peloton number 2. Swapped initiatives. Go me. Is
You call it a Peloton? You're fighting exercise bikes?
Well,
Exactly.
Did they go on the same turn? Because someone was swinging on Effie, right?
Effie
'Cause
got
one of her
that was
heroes-
opportunity attack. So that was reaction.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
No, we're all rusty. No worries. This one's gonna turn and at Effie's fleeing back is going to cast Banish. So Effie, I need you.
Oh no!
Roll me a DC 18. I believe it is a charisma saving throw to avoid being
Decent charisma?
sent to a plane.
Um,
Just a plane.
Oh boy!
I would be. I would like to not, Nenners. I would like to make you roll a wisdom saving throw first. I have
Okay,
not dropped
absolutely.
I've not dropped my stuff, and you're still within 10 feet because
100%.
you're so big.
It's a normal roll.
Why do you have a 14 to that?
They have high wisdom.
So true, bestie. Take that 3 points of radiant damage.
Absolutely.
And
With you, you bitch.
Wait, why is it 3? Oh, because it
Because
resisted.
it's
You're right.
resisted
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
halved.
Yep. It's like it's not that resistant.
and I am going to counterspell your banishment with the 3rd level counterspell because I don't want to use any more. So I gotta be intelligent now.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got this.
Here we go. Big money.
So you gotta be
Intelligence check. Oh my goodness. That sucks.
Look, I know you've been refusing the offer letters, but come on.
You got your
Get
return
out of
to
here.
sender.
I've been rolling so well. Get out of here. I'm doing fine.
It's making me feel like Joe's like the Mormons who keep coming to your doorstep, and you're like, "Get out of here!"
The more people who roll low with me, the better I look.
And yeah,
All
with,
right.
with that counterspell going off, unfortunately not enough. It was a 14 because Banish is a 4th level
Mhm.
spell. As poor
So-
Effie is.
What is this? What is the saving throw?
Yeah, we haven't done that.
Because
yet.
now I
say,
get to
I
roll
apologize. It's
Charisma.
18.
Yeah.
It's charisma 18. You are right.
18. All I gotta do is roll a 14 or up.
You got
It's gonna be simple.
100%.
Let's do it.
Simple.
Let's go! Hell
Oh,
yeah!
nice.
Exactly.
Get your
what you need.
letters out of my mailbox.
Let's go. And you feel like a little bit of queasiness, that kind of feeling of like being physically transported somewhere, like that ounce of vertigo that begins to affect you, but you're able to kind of shunt it off and keep yourself fully planted on the ground and do not get banished. Well done. It is going to actually just move forward. It's not going to consider you anymore and is going to go towards these guys. All right, that is the end of its turn. This guy is going to go closer here. I'm going to have him roll his hilarious Arcana.
I just want you to notice. I feel like I had like, I don't know, like a Austin Powers level double take because I didn't look at the artwork of the guy who's up there on that fucking thing. So what I did, I zoomed in. I was like, "Ha! What the shit? I know who that is."
Yep.
That's the person in charge. That's their
Yeah.
Arcana check.
He's trying to like.
Child.
Yeah, it's like watching somebody who's in their 80s like trying to use a very complex piece of machinery that they have no idea. Like it's like just parts of it stuck to his hand. He's trying to shake it off. It's like I don't understand how this works in Infernal. I need somebody down here to help me. This is not what I signed up for.
Of course he does. Look at him. He's a ghost pumpkin.
Yeah. He's a pumpkin ghost. All right, and that is the end of his pathetic turn. Moody, the caboose, last but certainly not least.
Fuck me. Oh my goodness, I want to do a lot of things. Okay. Does also just from like body language, I guess. Where does Effie look like she's looking? So like you backed up and like it attacked you, but are you still facing us, or does it look like you're trying to go somewhere?
Effie is looking at the person in charge, but like taking notice of what's happening behind. Like she's gonna be slinging spells as she moves forward towards the big thing. But she's headed in that direction.
Okay, that's essentially what he considered was happening. Fantastic. All right, so that means he is going to take a stab and start moving in that direction as well. Just a question for Nenners also. While they're within 10 feet of him, he has his blind sight active. Is there anything that he's blind seeing but not seeing on them?
It is one of the weirdest sensations. It's like getting constant like false positives. Like you feel the presence of other people like ebbing off of them, or close to, or moving around, or going up and down, like just in their general vicinity. But you, like they appear and then they're off. Like they show up, gone, show up, gone, show up, gone, and it's almost to the point where you just want to almost shut it off, because it's like it's just a chain of false positives for that particular sense.
So, like shakily walk his way out. No,
Yeah.
no, he's gonna walk out. They both look fine, right? Neither of them are looking.
The one on the left has taken a bit of damage. I wouldn't say it's bloody, but it doesn't look normal. That hammer hit to the solar plexus, if you will, has left a mark.
This shit. All right, cool. Sounds good. He's gonna start marching off to keep up with Effie.
I will say, you know that you are well within their melee range, so they will get opportunities of attack, because you were just dodging their swings a second ago from that range.
Yeah. That's also partially on purpose. If anyone needs to run away or do anything, then hopefully they don't have to worry about that. But yeah, he's gonna do that and start walking and take a swing. He's got both swings are gonna go for the left, the one who's a little more hurt.
Sure.
Which if Euphemi, that's not Euphemi, that's Mercial. Then I get advantage. That's what I like.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Dink. Okay. 26 does hit.
Okay.
I think damage. Okay. Fine. All right.
Yes, that's good damage as you start to cleave through him. And yeah, you're seeing parts of him just kind of like ripping off. Euphemi, Euphemi, Jesus Christ, your name is Mercial. You watch as one of the souls actually escapes, like from one of the cuts that Moody made. You watch as like it just like bubbles out and like in kind of like a triumphant, almost cry, just breaks out and goes up towards the ceiling.
You're gonna yell out, "You're hit, free to soul!"
But
that bitch. He's saying that while looking at the soul motherfucker, not the one that escaped.
And with that, Moody, I think that's in your turn.
Oh, that's super the end of my turn. My God, it's gonna take me 6.5 rounds to beat that guy at the top of the ziggurat. I'm gonna run my.
It's gonna take 12 to figure out what the hell's going on, so you're fine.
I know.
But anywho, we'll stop it here because it's getting really kind of close to 10:30 and late. But thank you guys. Hopefully this wasn't too rust. Welcome back, and we'll continue next time.
So much
Good stuff,
fun.
man.
Yes.
Yes. Denners, you're awesome.
What's up?
Thank you so much for dealing with us. But
Thank you for
Maya, were
dealing
you
with
gonna
me.
say something?
I said good stuff, Minners.
Okay, good.
Is
Just
there
making
something
sure.
wrong with my mic?
I mean, you're. I wasn't looking at your face when you said it, so all I heard was Nenners, and then I was like, let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. But that's all. Just reminders that we'll be back Friday for Legacy. If I know correctly, I'm assuming we're back for Legacy.
100%.
And then Difficult Terrain on Saturday. And don't forget our dice thingy, our dice giveaway. It does seem to be working now, so please feel free to get your tickets in and stuff, and stuff and things. So we're gonna go raid Nikki Nerds Out because she's actually gonna be one of my fellow streamers when I go to play on the Dirty Rollers RPG.
Hell
So
yeah, let's go.
She's currently playing Resident Evil 4, so let's go give her some love.
The remake?
Yeah, exactly. So you look, I love a girl who likes to also fight things in Resident Evil because that was my jam for a long time.
Was Mercer?
But let's go say hi.
Leon then, or was that in the other one? Anyway,
It's Leon. Yeah.
No, but I think
Okay, anyway.
Matt was again.
It's okay, no worries. Oh, you mean which voice actor?
Yeah,
Gotcha. I caught up. I'm
I
very
can't
smart.
remember which one we jumped in on, but yeah.
We'll be back Friday. Good night.
Friday.